the way, Salem with some speed, looking for the hat trick.
Oh, there it is.
Gets it. Grace Hoover wins it for the Salem Blue Devils, her third of the day.
And Salem's first road win, and they are hyped up.
I've been playing ever since I was in kindergarten. It's been a mix of different teams. I played on guys teams, I played on girls teams. I've always been playing hockey. And I just love it so much, and I wanted other girls in my school to get that experience and have that fun that I got to have.
It's just exciting. It's great for the game to see them, another team in the mix. And 2-3 years from now, Salem's a big city.
Yeah, it is.
And as this continues to snowball, you'll start to see them perform well in the NHIAA. So
I agree.
It's 100% Grace. So my daughter Faith played. My son played. Eric played as well. But Grace played, and we knew that there was no girls team, and she said she wasn't going to play for the boys team. Grace said, I want hockey. And we had been turned down for Faith when she was coming into high school. And Gracie said, well, what do I need to do to make it happen? I said, I don't know. Talk to that man. And we knew Scott and Singa. And one day, we were watching a lacrosse game, and Gracie literally ran across the field and caught up to him riding in his little cart that he rides from game to game. She caught up to him and she said, this is what I want to do. What do I need to do? And he gave her some stuff to do. And the next time she saw him, what do I need to do? And he's like, okay, you need to do this. And so there were some lists that she had to take care of, and she did every single item that he wanted to. When she was a freshman, she's in the high school, she visited him in his office, and she's like, I'm here, what do I need to do? And he worked to get the ice time and came to us and said, but you have to self-fund because there isn't funds in the budget. So we put out the word to all our hockey families, and they came through. They came through with money, they came through with gear.
So we did a GoFundMe to raise the money, and we didn't even have to really advertise it. Instantly people started sending donations, and there were some really, really big ones, some really, really small ones, but everything just helped us so much to get where we were.
We've definitely had a lot of support from our community into building this, which is awesome because we've got things like these sweatsuits with money that we raised and all that stuff, and it's made it a lot easier for us to really get us started.
Another challenge was definitely getting gear for the girls so they don't have to pay for it themselves. But a lot of people in the town donated their gear, their past gear, and we were luckily able to fit everybody that needed gear.
Everybody has used hockey gear in their basement. It's stinky, it's smelly, but they don't want to throw it away because it's expensive. And we said, well, we have a bunch of girls that want to learn how to play this awesome sport. Can you give it to us? And my daughter, myself, my husband, we drove all over upper Massachusetts, northern Massachusetts, and New Hampshire, picking up gear, buckets and bins, and we laid it all out, we organized it, and we had the girls come and we sized them for all their gear. And we raised $7,000 last year, so we were able to fund the ice time, and we even had a little bit left over. We started practicing 2 days a week, 5:30 to 6:30 in the morning before school. We had 24 girls, and other than illnesses, we had 24 girls almost every time. I don't think we ever fell below 20. At 5:30 in the morning, they came with smiles, and they came to fall, and they came to have fun, and the coaches were amazing. I mean, some of the girls had never even put skates on before, and some of the girls had only come to free skate here. It was phenomenal. So obviously I'm taking pictures and videos of everybody that first week. I put some on our brand new Instagram post, and one of the moms saw it and said, that is not happening. Because everybody had a different color. We couldn't really scrimmage because nobody knew what team each other was on. And she called and she said, we are buying jerseys, go order some jerseys. And so we got 30 white and 30 blue practice jerseys, and we handed them out to all the girls. And then we were able to actually scrimmage, and that's what they wore every day instead of their multicolored jerseys.
Literally, when we first stepped out on the ice, I'd say at least half to 3/4 of them were still holding onto the boards. It was worse than any public skate that you'd see. But what you could see also too is the drive to want to learn the game. And were it not for that, they wouldn't be as far as they are today.
Centering feed, Novea.
Oh, a save by Ronnie Keys. That went right off the glove and above the net.
There's been a lot of girls who don't necessarily know how to skate, and it's more of a development program. There's not a lot of pressure, and we have practice players, so even if you aren't like completely comfortable, you can still come and practice and even like not like playing the games. And I think that it's awesome because that like means that everybody, whoever wants to play, can play.
One of our goalies didn't have skates, but she was so excited to be goalie. We had 2 sets of goalie gear, and we had 2 girls that were volunteering to be goalie. So we put her in her goalie gear. We didn't even have a jersey that was big enough to fit over the pads, and she didn't have skates on. We just stuck her in the net at the end of the ice. Grace Brito, she was such a good sport. And her first practice was done in sneakers. And then we found some skates that were big enough. We got somebody to donate some skates that fit her. So that was the next time she had skates.
Some of these players have maybe skated certainly less than 50 times in their life. Like I said, they started just holding onto the boards. And then you've got some that have been playing their whole life. So it's trying to manage a practice and manage a team when you have such a dynamic skill set, such a broad skill set and dynamic. Because you think you got your line set, and then some of these people are just starting, get so good so fast, now you're switching lines again, and switching lines again. So it's not like you have something that's really known and easy to manage. It's very dynamic, rewarding, but the hard part is, you run a practice, you need one zone to teach people how to stop. Teach the girls how to skate backwards while you're doing systems work on the other side, right? That's probably the biggest challenge.
Some good opportunity to play today.
Well coached right here. A little D-to-D kind of breakout. Beautifully done by Salem.
We have 4 who have played organized hockey, and then we have a couple girls who literally never skated before in their lives. So it was kind of unique trying to define a practice between all 3 of those groups. But this is a great group of girls. I mean, they show up every day with good attitudes. They have great effort, which is really all I could ask for, is good attitude and a good effort. And they do that every practice. They get along with each other. I've seen them grow closer. And the progress skill-wise, especially from the girls who are newer, it's been astronomical. I mean, you can just watch them and you see them when they learn to stop or pivot, that smile on their face that usually only 4, 5, and 6-year-old girls get. It's very rare to take on hockey at 14 years old, right? So as they're trying, you're still you can be nervous to fall when you're 14. And so all of a sudden, you see this joy, this elation from them that, oh my God, I figured it out, I could do this. It's been incredible to watch, and I see it face up. I would see last year 2 girls would tangle up and fall. And then as I would get closer to them, the laughing and smiling on their face, that's burned in your brain. It's really a lot of fun.
I had never skated before. I didn't know how to skate, so I came in during some of the summer practices and worked with the coaches, and they're so dedicated, and they worked with me every single practice to kind of help me learn how to skate. The first practice I had one of those like little guides that you use to help you skate, and Coach Sean literally, he was like, no, you don't need that, put me on the ice, and just got me right into it. And I've obviously grown a lot since then. I'm not the best skater now, but I've definitely improved a lot since the beginning. It's awesome watching the improvement of all the girls, like including myself. Like you feel pride in the program and in the coaches and in the girls, watching how much everyone has improved from the start. It's incredible.
We have 27 girls on the team this year, and every one of them is a pioneer because they're brave enough to stand up, learn a new sport, take whatever direction the coaches are giving them.
And what you watch instead of I quit, I'm done, we haven't lost anybody, right? They come back 5 o'clock in the morning, we're here on a Thursday morning, they're still skating, still showing up. So there's a tremendous amount of value I get out of this as a coach, and pride, seeing how far along they've come.
The joy that I get from working with this group of girls, and they are a very good group of kids. They are high energy, they laugh, they have a lot of fun, they work hard. It's unique to get a really good group of people. We have 26 on the team total. That's a big group of people, and they all get along well. It has been probably one of the most rewarding things I've done in my life, to be able to take people who haven't been able to skate at all, to see them progress a little bit, and to see girls who had never skated before are going to play in today's game. And they've done that in, I think it's been 400 days since we initially put on skates. That's an amazing achievement, and to be really close up and watch that's pretty special. I'm pretty lucky to be a part of it.
All those in favor of the motion to accept the donation and authorize its expenditure for a varsity level girls ice hockey program for this fall, raise your hand. That motion carries unanimously 5-0. Congratulations.
There's no chance I could do this without Tracy Hoover, John, Greg. These guys are great. They help out. The amount of stuff they do, I kind of run the drills part of it. They take care of a lot of the admin stuff. They've been invaluable to me on the ice. It's a really good group that we have, a good team, and they enjoy the girls just as much. It's been a lot of fun.
Salem, started the program with a couple of girls going to the school board and saying we want to start a program, and that's kind of how it starts. And it's it's just exciting. It's great for the game to see them, another team in the mix. And 2-3 years from now, Salem's a big city.
Yeah, it is.
And as this continues to snowball, you'll start to see them perform well in the NHIAA. So
I agree.
There isn't a person that's touched our team that I'm not totally grateful for and proud of. I am proud of Grace for her, dedication to make this happen. To Sean and his wife Tracy Devine, he's our head coach. He's phenomenal. They gave money. They gave his time, so much of his time. I'm so grateful to them. I'm grateful for the school board for putting us over the top and voting to continue this program. I'm grateful to Maura Palmer, who was instrumental in supporting us to get us this far. Scott and Signa has helped. Every parent of every teammate of my daughters and my son who gave us equipment and money, and just a attaboy that, go get them. The support has been overwhelming. And like I said, I cry almost every day because I'm grateful for every one of those girls for stepping onto that ice every time and dedicating so much time to learning how to skate.